Hey guys, it's your girl Tower Crush back with another review, and this time it is for the Oval on BET. If you have not already, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. Thank you so much. We are steadily, we climbing. Bit by bit, we getting up there. I think I was at like 614 or 615 yesterday. So thank you all for subscribing. We are almost to 1,000. We are almost to this Telfar bag giveaway and this $1,000 cash giveaway. Okay, so tell a friend. Okay, moving right along. This episode of The Oval was pretty good towards the end, I'm going to say. What we saw in the beginning, we saw the vice president and his wife at the press conference basically letting the press know what they felt like they knew about the first lady and the president and about the murders that happened in the White House. And, it looked like they were definitely going to make this power move and make the president and the first lady step down. And of course, she was having none of that. She was very angry. She called a meeting for everybody, from the vice president to his security detail in the Oval Office. Mind you, she was told that her son had jumped off the roof, but she did not care. She did not care. They went on and had that meeting, and, once the meeting was over, they told Hunter that his son jumped off the roof. And of course, he was upset that she knew. He asked her, said, "Did you know about this before the meeting?" She was like, "Yes." Priorities, darling, priorities. She don't give a damn about that boy. Why would you expect for her to stop something like that? Like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So they had the meeting, and the meeting pretty much went nowhere. They let, the vice president know that he wasn't nothing and nobody cared about him and that they would never get away with what they were trying to do. Of course, the vice president didn't want to hear any of that. And that's pretty much how that exchange went. Okay, so Priscilla gets to Nancy's house, and, they get to talking and whatnot. And Priscilla is basically just kind of venting to Nancy about why she's upset, why she can't quite get over it. So, and Priscilla's just sitting there basically trying to tell Nancy exactly why she was upset with Sam, about the first lady and how devious she really is, and how, that's why it's been so hard for her at work, when she did let Nancy know that she didn't trust herself to keep continuing to cook for the first lady. And she also told Nancy about the first lady trying to get her to sit and have dinner or have lunch with her, and how she wasn't having any of it. And I thought that was a pretty cool conversation, but she slipped and said to Nancy, because Nancy wants her to take some time off like everybody else. And she's like, "I don't want to take time off. I can't just sit around and do nothing. Like, I'm not you." And I was like, "Oh, no, she didn't. No, she didn't play Nancy like that." I would have, if that was Nancy, I would have been like, "Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. I don't sit around and do nothing. I am too busy cooking my husband's meals and emptying his bowls, which keeps him out of the first lady." Don't get me started. Because I would have said, I see my tongue real bad. "Yeah, well, you might think I'm doing nothing, but at least I'm keeping my husband at home and all of his members." Okay? Please. I would have read her the right act, but Nancy, she too proper for that. She just basically takes it, or whatever. And I'm like, "Yeah, Nancy, you better than me," because she couldn't have came to me like that. Honey, you need to take some time off. You need to take some time off, so just take it off. No big deal. Let's talk about Barry and Sharon. Okay, so Sharon and Dale are both at the pharmacy with Kareem. And, basically Kareem's asking them why they're acting so weird, asking them more about what was going on. And I didn't like the fact that Dale was trying to make Sharon say something when they had already discussed that it was between them and they could not be talking about it. Why would you be trying to get her to say something? Like, just tell him. Tell him why. What's he going to do? He's not going to do nothing. Like, he's the biggest idiot. And I'm so sick of seeing him. I'm so sick of Kareem. I'm so sick of him. I don't know why, but I'm sick of him. But, basically Dale's wanting her to tell him everything. And you can't tell him everything because he's going to run back and run his mouth. Period. So Barry shows up at the pharmacy to talk to Sharon. Just so happens to be his father was there. And he was already talking to Sharon about what happened with it, as far as her getting kidnapped, and just letting her know that they still working on it, and they wasn't gonna forget about it or whatever. So Barry walks up and said, I think I figured it out. Basically he knows that that Denise was killed by them, and he don't want Sharon going back to the White House, and he wanted to know if Sharon was kidnapped or anything. And basically Sharon wouldn't tell him anything, and his father told him, it was being taken care of, and he just needed to go home. And Barry really tried to put in a play to get Sharon to go home with him. He's like, I can protect you. This bozo came, basically talking about Kareem. And I do believe that, well, Barry kind of stupid. He kind of slow, y'all. Y'all know he kind of slow. Y'all know he is kind of slow. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't know if he would do a better job in protecting Sharon or not, but I know he's more passionate. I would choose him to fight for my honor if I had to choose between the two, put it that way. So, it didn't work. Sharon was like, I'm not going home with you. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do it. And so she goes back, of course, Kareem comes out because he hears, Barry say, you know how much I love you. And then that's it for him. He got to come outside. What's going on? What's going on? You know what's going on. He's making a play. He's trying to make a play for your girl. That's what's going on. So they go back into the pharmacy, and, Barry and Richard walk off. I'm sorry, I'm playing with Sheila. Yeah, this is Sheila, y'all. Say hi to Sheila. Hey, Sheila. She said, hey, y'all. Okay. To Lily, Bobby, and Max. Of course, Bobby and Max went to the White House and to the Oval Office with the vice president. I don't know why they're not his 24-hour detail. Like, why wouldn't you be staying with them at all times? Why do you trust the president and the first lady to not kill y'all? Like, why in the world wouldn't y'all not hire them for 24-hour detail? I don't understand that. But Max and Bobby are back at the hotel. And, of course, Max is very upset because he had the opportunity to kill Cal, and Bobby wouldn't let him. And so for that, he hates Lily even more, because not only did is Lily trying to steal his kill, she always makes Bobby get off point, because every time they're trying to do something, Bobby got to stop and check on Lily. So he really does not like her. But the whole Cal situation is, I think, the straw that broke the camel's back for him. And so when she's like, well, what about me? I think what she was trying to say is, what do you need from me? And he was like, it's not about you, sweetie. And I was like, he's big mad. I said, ooh, he's big mad. But I thought she was going to tell Bobby that she loved him or something, but I think they about to get the Oochie Coochie on. But, that's how they met. They met Oochie Coochie. And first, within 30 minutes of meeting him, she's on him. And he's dark with them pretty teeth. Yeah, I might have had to jump them bones, too. I don't know about in nobody's bathroom, but, germs and whatnot. But, yeah. We know how they met in the airport, so it's only fitting for them to be getting it in this beautiful suite, especially since Max left. And, Max went to try to finish off Cal, basically. He's basically trying to get Sam to deliver Cal to him in the truck. And he was like, all you got to do is just leave him in the truck. I will take it from there. And Sam was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And he told Sam he got to pick a side. And he said, I'm on the side of right, which that's Sam. That's my baby. That's my other boo. If Priscilla don't want to give him that, he could come see me. Because he's just like, no, I'm on the side of right. Meaning I ain't to be bought. I ain't to be sold. Whoever's right, that's whose side I'm on. So he basically told Max that he was not going to do it. And Max is like, well, I'm going to be there in an hour. But it's like, watch Sam show up with Cal. Watch that happen. Which to me is just so asinine. You were so adamant that you wasn't going to do it. And then Lonzo, with his little punk self, he going to go over to Alan's house. Now, Lonzo gets on my nerves. I'm sick of Lonzo, because y'all remember a couple of episodes ago, Alan was trying to tell him about the first family, and he didn't want to hear it. He was like, you're going crazy, man. You need to get help. I'm not going to sit here and listen to this. Like, dude, shut up. He is the lamest person on the whole show, and that is to include Jason. Lonzo is lame. Like, why do you keep going over here if he was talking smack the last time you was over here? So you say. He was talking crazy out the side of his neck, so you say. But you want to drink with him for what? Why are you pouring a drink? It's stupid. Leave. You don't believe him. You're not his friend. Leave. I do not like Lonzo at all. Ticked me off today even more because the evidence is right in his face and he just don't want to see it. He don't want to hear it. He doesn't want to feel it. He does not want to own what is really. He don't want to own his wrong. He wants to continue to be right. But he was right when he said that the president and the first lady did not kill Jean, that, you know, he did, that Jason did, because Jason did admit it to him or whatever. So he was just like, he still don't believe Alan because he feels like Alan is demonizing the first lady, but he doesn't feel like it's her. He feels like it's the son, but he's wrong. It's all of them. All of them is crazy. All of them is demonized, okay? So take your pick. They all guilty. So Jason is in critical condition. He ain't dead. But the way he hit that doggone truck top, he should be. He really should be, but he's not for some reason. Oh, it's because it's TV. So he's in critical condition. Of course, First Lady, now she had me dying when she was in the Oval Office trying to conjure up sadness, trying to make herself look sad. And she asked him, how do I look? Do I look sad? And he's like, no, you look angry. She's like, damn it. Girl, you do not have no emotions. You would be the Tin Man. You need a heart. You need a heart, okay? So, you know, she goes in front of the press corps and basically spins this whole story about how her son is crazy, how he is murderous, how he killed both of those people in the White House, and how he's jumped off of the building because he's a troubled teen. You know, he's 17 and she just didn't know how or what she could have done differently. Like, girl, boo. Girl, boo. Like, she just becomes more and more trash every week. Every week she reveals to us that she's one more trash. And every week I see how Tyler Perry just insists on giving her Veronica Harrington traits. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I do not like it. Because it's not fitting of her and I don't believe her. And that's just the end of it. I just don't believe her. So moving right along. I don't like the fact that he keeps trying to make her that person. But I do believe that the public is going to believe her. I believe that this is going to be enough for Congress not to vote him, out of office for being crazy. That's basically what this is going to do, is basically buy him some more time. And I thought her daddy was going to die or something. She was going to get that news on stage. And that's why she passed out. Now, she just passed out to put the icing on the cake. Because she knew they was going to buy it, and they did. Because they stupid. Because they stupid, the American press corps, stupid. So, I guess they going to get away with it. We'll just have to see. But we still don't know where their daughter is. It would be nice to see where she is. And I guess Jason will be in the hospital for a couple of episodes, and then he'll be back to wreaking havoc, I'm sure. But, I think the First Lady's ploy might actually get them off of the hook. We're just going to have to wait and see. But that's about all I want to summarize for today. See, now, it was funny watching everybody watch the First Lady on TV. And Priscilla was like, they gonna bad too. Watch, they gonna bad. Gee, it's the devil. I was like, look at her telling the truth, sitting there drinking her wine. Yes, they are going to bad. I said it was a great read. And him jumping off the building was icing on the cake. And that basically proves he ain't all the way right up here. And they can't prosecute the president and the First Lady for what their son did. They can, however, do something about them trying to cover up his crimes. Instead of reporting them the right way, they tried to cover them up. So we'll see what happens with that. But I bet you they let it all blow over and act like that was totally legal for them to do that. And we all know it was not. But that is how I'm going to end this particular review. Now, I did like this episode. I thought it was better than the others that I've seen since they came back from their mid-season break. So I ain't mad at it. I give it about an 8, 7.5, 8 out of 10 for this particular series. It was pretty good. And again, I'm going to ask you, if you have not already, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. You are appreciated. And that, my dears, is my $5.02. Peace.